John Thielen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Alumacraft Boats.
Oh, it's a giant
walleye.
It's a big walleye, baby.
Slow that boat down a little bit. Just keep it straight. It's a giant walleye, dude. This is one of the biggest eyes I've caught on this lake in a long time, I'll bet. This is a giant. Here we go. Giant fish.
Oh, yes! Yeah, baby!
Oh,
that is the way
my.
to start the day.
Let me tell you, I have not caught a walleye that big on this lake in a long time, and that's a lot of hours. Look at this fish. Holy smokes.
Big mouth.
Look at the size of that walleye. That's a giant. You know, when you look at Mille Lacs Lake has so many,
Beautiful fish.
27, 28 inch fish.
Wow.
But that one right
That's
there
like
is
29,
just,
30.
and he's thick. Oh, he's all at 29.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right, what a
Big
giant.
head.
Awesome, let's get that fish back in the water. What a way to start.
Good
You gotta love that. All right,
No
big
doubt.
girl, here we go. There she goes. Look at that. Wow. What a way to start. That's when I say that you can make trolling fun. That makes trolling fun right there. I thought sure when I saw its head come up that it was a big pike. Its head was
so
just
big.
huge. What an awesome fish. But when we talk about, making trolling fun, you can go out and you can fish big baits and try to catch bigger fish. And that's one of the things I'll tell you. I mean, this is a big banded deep. So this is a way to cover water and put baits down there that get fish to be aggressive and attack. And if you can do that, now all of a sudden it becomes fun because you get to catch fish that, man, I'll tell you, you're probably not gonna catch. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere right now, okay? We're just driving up a transition line. We're out in the mud, 30 feet of water. I'll tell you right now, you're not gonna Lindy rig this area because you're just not even gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Pat's reeling that in. I wanna show you something. This is a really cool deal from Flambeau. I could grab all my trays of cranks and I got 5 trays of cranks inside of there and I got 1 across the top. And this tote actually makes it so I just grab the ones I want. Now here's the deal, if I'm using my smaller baits, I'm using the new crank bank. But when I'm using bigger baits that don't fit in that unit, what I'm doing is I'm using these Flambeau trays. Now here's what's different about the Flambeau tray, and I know you've heard me say it before, but I can't tell you enough times because it matters. If you look at my crankbaits, there is no rust on the hooks, 0. And the reason there's no rust on the hooks is because there is ZERUST infused into this. It gives you 5 years of protection. I can throw wet crankbaits right back in this tray. These hooks never rust up. When you're looking at trays, I'll tell you what, these cost a couple bucks more, but what's a crankbait cost you nowadays? 5, 6, 7, 10 bucks in some cases? Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, take care of your cranks. Buy these Flambeau trays, and these totes are awesome as well. No way.
I switched to that bait. Wasn't that 3-4 minutes?
So let me explain something to you. We've kind of had this joke going that we've got a little bit of a magic lure. It's not a magic lure, it's a bandit walleye.
Oh, he just came on.
Oh, did he really?
You gotta be kidding me. No, he's still here.
No
Must
way.
have swam towards me. Sorry.
Another good one.
Yeah, I think that kind of
Look at
popped
that. Go
out
ahead
of
and
his
flip that
mouth
bail.
and then,
Oh, okay, I think we're okay,
then
actually.
hit him sideways after that.
Yep. Look at that.
Right.
Nice fish, bud.
Yeah.
Look at that. Man,
Fatty.
that's a really good
belly,
one.
Big belly little one.
Yeah.
20 incher.
A giant and a nice 20, 21 incher. Good fish, bud. Awesome fish. Anywhere you go. That's awesome. Whew. They're snapping. They're firing. But what I was saying before, we weren't sure if we had lost that fish or not, is choose big baits at this time of the year. It's mid to late August. Choose big baits. I don't care if you're running Smithwick Rogues, if you're running Bandit, Walleye Shallows, or Walleye Deeps, Bomber 15As, big lures. They make a big difference because here's the thing. You got to know that what these fish are eating out here is all bigger stuff now. I would say part of the reason we're so dialed in on this chrome stuff is these fish out here, I'm betting they're eating tullibees.
Yeah.
And tullibees are silver-sided bait. And, you know, I like to start with chromes, golds, that kind of stuff when I'm looking for basin fish, because here's the thing, they're eating big baits. And a lot of times that's tullibees that they're eating out here, so we're emulating that. John Thielen's Destination Fish is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Pat has another one hooked up. We have the run, the speed, and the right lures dialed in now. Look at that, that's a good fish. It's
19,
22.
20 and 21, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's bigger.
Hard to tell.
I don't think you're giving him enough credit. Players is back behind you again.
All right.
Careful, he's got one in that gill. I just don't want you to get popped by it. There, I got one on too.
Okay.
We're doubled up. I'm gonna let you deal with this. He's hooked up, he ain't going anywhere.
Just
You can get him out of there.
Out of here.
You get him?
Huh? No.
Okay, I'm gonna
I will
start
get him, but
reeling.
go ahead and get on
You
your
good
fish.
there? Okay.
You can put that down. I'll
Yeah,
keep
I got
him
him.
off the bottom.
Okay.
He's clear now.
Yeah. I don't,
See how he's
But-
throttling around there?
yeah, good fish. Nothing wrong with that. But this is a great example of what we're talking about right there, though. I mean, you want to grab that boat? This is a little fish. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think he's going to be easy to deal with. This guy's back hooked. You still in there? That's okay. I can lift
Can
him.
you just hoist that one? Or
Yeah, I can hoist him. It's a nice fish. But yeah, we got away with hoisting him in and we're all good. Look at that. Unhooked that quick and easy. But there's a double, plain and simple, because of using your electronics, having an area where you know there's some fish and being able to come right back through it. But using your electronics for more than just finding fish, using your electronics on the GPS side and watching that Humminbird screen and knowing on that map that you're gonna go back through an area where there's some biting fish. And if you look at the screen right now, I've got a whole bunch of waypoints sitting right in this neighborhood. And it's because as we've come through here, this is where we're catching fish, and we just dropped another one. You know what? We're just gonna keep coming through here knowing that there's active fish right in this neighborhood. And what's really interesting is if you look at the map right now, Pat, you can see we're just on the upside. We're in some harder bottom, and what's gonna happen in just a second is we're gonna drop off a little bit, just a foot, but we're gonna drop into a softer bottom, so they're right along that transition line. Hey, in between fish, I just wanna tell you a little bit about these rod holders I'm using. These are the Panther brand rod holders. I get asked about these rod holders all the time. What's so great about these rod holders is you got a 360-degree range of motion, so you can set them anywhere you want. But I think the most important part is this. When fish get lost when you're using rod holders is when you're twisting and turning to get that rod out of there. You don't have that problem with these rod holders. You just zap them right out of there. It's that easy, it's that quick, and you don't lose fish because you constantly have that pressure on them. That's why I use these rod holders. They're a slick deal.
Oh, got one going here, John. Want to take the remote?
Oh man, we made a bet. We just made a bet, okay?
Some better stay buttoned up. We did make a bet on
We
this
made
one.
a color bet, and I'm gonna lose the color bet. I said that's it. We just did a pass where we had one bite that we lost, and that was our first dry pass of the day where we didn't put a fish in the boat. And I said that's it. I'm putting on a purple colored lure. I did it, and we made a bet that I would get that fish. It ain't gonna happen. While Pat fights another walleye to the boat, let's take a look at another great Alumacraft boat model. The Alumacraft Classic 165 CS has historically set the standard. With all the right features, the Classic provides just the experience you want. On top of easy towing and fantastic performance, this 16-foot outfit is equipped with tons of storage and amenities, including locking rod and gear storage on both sides, a 34-gallon aerated live well with lights and a timer to keep your catch alive, and Alumacraft premium seats to make the ride smooth and comfortable. The Alumacraft Classic 165 has a built-in 17-gallon fuel tank and measures in at 16 feet 4 inches in length with a wide 82-inch bow and a 75 horsepower rating. The Classic 165 CS is perfect for family getaways or going solo. To learn more about the Classic 165 CS or to bring yours home, visit your local Alumacraft boat dealer. Now let's get back to the action. It's the moment of truth as Pat brings another walleye to the boat and I get ready to scoop her up.
Ooh, is that lucky? That is why we have bandits when they flop at the surface like that.
Look at that, that fish is unhooked. I'm just gonna grab him for you. We'll show him to everybody and we'll call it a day. That's awesome. Did get a little bit lucky there. That fish did a little bit of extra jumping and
Right at
man,
the end,
I'll tell you, all
thought
them
he was
hooks
gonna
down
be
there,
gone,
though.
but
yeah,
just
awesome fish. Great day. Get out and do some of this late summer trolling. I'll tell you what, there's some great bites. It's a lot of fun. It's not boring. It's a lot of fun. These fish will fight all the way in, and I'll tell you what, you can catch a lot of fish at this time of the year that you wouldn't catch otherwise. John Thielen's Destination Fish has been brought to you by these great sponsors.